and welcome to day 4 of round 6 here in the push-pull squat challenge. And that means today is the last day of the entire program. But don't be too sad that it's the end, because it really isn't the end. This format was intended to be something you can repeat. Usually it's about 3 to 4 weeks for each round that you can practice. So if you have 1 month per round, that's an entire 6 months of workouts for you. And then if you repeat it twice, that's a year for you. And so this is not something that's just a 6-week challenge or anything like that. It's meant to be an ongoing thing that you can continuously progress and improve upon to build muscle and strength in the long run. But I'm getting ahead of myself here because today's workout is once again an ELF, extension, lateral, and flexion chains for an active recovery. And the tech tip for today is going to be a keystone in helping you with your back bridges. Now, for me personally, the back bridge has been the bane of my existence. Being all hunched up and kyphotic over bike handlebars all through college and all my bike racing history, which was almost 20 years, I've always had a very weak, very, very tight spine. Nonetheless, I have been able to make some progress with my back bridges, and one of the keys to making that happen is, once again, all about those shoulder blades. But we must remember that back bridges are an extension exercise, especially back extension. And it's really hard to get back extension without adequate amounts of thoracic extension. And it's really hard to get that thoracic extension if your shoulders are not packed down really, really tight. So the tech tip for today is very simple. When you lay down on the floor for your back bridges, imagine you're pulling your shoulder blades together and down towards your tailbone as tight as you possibly can. Not only does that involve a little bit more extension of your spine, so you can get a little bit more height with your bridges, it also greatly reduces the amount of stress in your shoulders, elbows, and wrists when you're pushing off the floor. Today's lateral chain exercise is the suspension side plank, either stretch outs or isometric, where we have all of the lessons you've learned about working your lateral chain throughout the entire program really put to the test and applied in this one exercise. As always, we start with our shoulder blades back, and we have our hips forward just a little bit, tension in the glutes, and we lean onto either the gymnastics ring or the suspension strap with straight legs. Keeping everything nice and solid, keeping your lats tight as well, stretching out, and either go for repetitions or simply hold for about 8 to 10 seconds, making sure to repeat on both sides. And then for the flexion chain, we're gonna have our foot suspended knee tucks, maybe even putting a little bit of a stretch out at the bottom. So once again, the shoulders are protracted, pelvic tilt with nice tight glutes, and we simply tuck and hold for a moment. If you want to add some intensity, you can always pick up your hips and you can stretch out, making it a little bit like an ab wheel or suspension stretch outs for more intensity. And as usual, we'll be doing this in a circuit format. So you get about 5 or 6 of the back bridges, holding for a couple seconds at the top each time, but it is a repetition exercise. Go for about 6 to 8 repetitions on each side of the side planks, and then 6 to 8 for the suspension knee tucks. Performing as many rounds as you like for today. Remember, you're just getting the blood flowing, but these are a little bit more on the intense side of things. So if you find yourself starting to burn out a little bit, it's a good time to kind of throw in the towel or finish up the workout. Here's the first 2 exercises for round 6 in case you missed them. And the entire program, of course, is in the micro workouts tab here on the RDP YouTube channel. Thank you very much for coming along this journey with me. And don't forget that if you have questions, you can always reach out to me at reddeltaproject@gmail.com. Best of luck with the next round of the program if you decide to repeat it. And as always, be fit and live free.